Hello Anna, welcome back to my video recording. So now I'm going to give my opinions about what I've learned from reading chapter 11. So as usual, I found the chapter very informative with a lot of useful and reliable information. And because this chapter mainly discussed the task of proofreading, editing, and receiving feedback, which are the three final stages to complete an essay, so it's not very difficult for me to comprehend and memorize the significant information. And moreover, because this chapter is not very long, so it wasn't discouraging for me to start reading when I looked into the book. And as for the thing I found most useful after reading this chapter, well, personally, I found the part where this chapter mentioned about proofreading was very interesting to me, because I used to think that proofreading is just rereading the whole essay to skim and scan for grammar or punctuality mistakes. I never consider reread the essay to check if my structure is clear, my points of view are valid, or whether the evidence supports my points of view well. Now, after reading this chapter, I found out that proofreading is not only about checking for grammar mistakes, but more about whether I could convey my ideas wholly to the audiences and make the essay make sense so that I can convince the readers to believe me. And the next thing I want to share is about how I incorporate what I've learned into my writing process. So usually I just go on the internet and do some research on the topic, and then I'll start writing and checking for mistakes simultaneously. But I think that way of writing was very time consuming and unproductive. So I think that the first thing I need to do is just brainstorm the ideas that come up to my mind, and then I'll decide the structure of my essay, and then I will write some drafts of paragraphs and ask for feedback from anyone so that I'll know that what I should do or what I shouldn't do. And then after I finish my essay, I will proofreading by following the steps provided in the textbook until I find my essay convincing enough. Well, that's the end of my talk. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoy it. Goodbye.